Born of Joanne Schiebel and Abdefa Jandali on February 24, 1955, in San Francisco, California. Unnamed, he was given up for adoption. As an infant, he was adopted by Clara and Paul Jobs. His father showed him how to work with electronics. His elementary school had suggested that he move up to high school due to his high test scores. His parents did, however, decline this offer. When he attended Homestead High School, he met his future business partner, Steve Wozniak.
Having learned to read as a toddler, school was tedious and he often ran into disciplinary and academic problems. Although he was in the advanced programs in Mountain View, his parents drained their savings when Jobs was 12 to move to Los Altos, California, so he could go to school in the far superior of Cupertino School District. His education there accelerated greatly, and he was surrounded with engineers. So at a young age, Jobs' interest was electronics. Then Jobs began studying at Homestead High School, where he would meet Steve Wozniak. When Steve was only 16, he would visit his friend Wozniak at University of California. Steve ended up going to Reed College in Oregon, which later on he dropped out of. Like I said previously, Jobs never graduated college. He only made it through 6 months at Reed College, a highly selective liberal arts school in Oregon. He dropped out because he thought it was too expensive for the middle-class parents. One thing that Jobs did before reaching maximum success was that he launched Next Computer Company with the goal of building breakthrough computers that would revolutionize research in higher education. This was during the time where he got dumped from his own company, Apple. Next was too expensive to attract enough sales to keep the company afloat. In 1974, Jobs became a video game designer with Atari. Several months later, he left that company to find spiritual alignment in India. Some of his ventures include working as a video game designer with Atari. When he was 21, he created the Apple computer in his garage. He also started Next Incorporations when he was fired from Apple, as well as purchasing Pixar Animation Studios the next year. Just like every entrepreneur, Steve Jobs had his failures, although they were very rare. His most impacting failure was that he was fired from his own company, Apple, although he learned from that experience. In his commencement speech for Stanford, he said, "I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could ever happen to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a great beginner again. Less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life." There were many traits that led Steve Jobs to become the most successful entrepreneur of all times. His personality traits and role model for us in every way to achieve unimaginable success. He had a strong vision, he had strong leadership, good thinking, and he was ready to embrace failure at all times. I now leave you with 12 rules of success that Steve Jobs said. Number 1, he said, do what you love to do. Number 2, be different. 3, do your best. 4, make SWOT analysis. 5, be entrepreneurial. 6, start small and think big. Strive to become a market leader. Focus on the outcome. Ask for feedback. Innovate. Learn from failure. And learn continually.